Hello, in this video I'm going to be painting the engine cover of my Challenger. This process is a tried and true method for me. It's been years since I made this video and it still looks great. No chipping, no cracking. You can clean it off and it still looks great after a few years. And you can pretty much use this process for any kind of plastic painting. So if you use these supplies and follow these instructions, hopefully you're going to get a great result too that's also long lasting. So these are the things you're going to need. I have some dishwashing liquid in a spray bottle. I have a Windex glass cleaner type solution, a multi-pack of automotive grade sandpaper, some blue painter's tape, and a matte knife of your choice. Adhesion Promotor for plastics, very important step. I have had great success with the Krylon all-in-one line for my color. I love this stuff. I've had great results with that. Love that paint. And then lastly, you're going to need a clear coat. I chose a satin gloss enamel. If you want to go high gloss, that's fine. I just kind of like satin for some reason. So there you have it. Pretty inexpensive stuff. Found at your hardware store. Hose off the cover, obviously get it clean, the grease off, whatever else dirt is on there. Spray it down with the dishwashing liquid, hose it off, get it nice and clean. You want to scrub it, you can scrub it too. Love DIY projects in the summertime. So I like to use the glass cleaner in between just to clean the surface. You could probably use mineral spirits, but it's just streak free. Just gets it like a really nice, dry, clean, streak free finish. So I can, do my next process here. So first thing I want to do, I want to preserve the color on that lettering there. So I'm just going to tape it off with the painter's tape and use a new sharp knife. All right, you definitely want a new blade, a sharp blade, so you can easily and cleanly cut through the painter's tape. Doing this lettering obviously is tedious. It's a lot of small cuts and precision stuff, so having a nice point sharp blade is really going to help you in that, so you don't have to go back and fix stuff and touch stuff up. But nothing you haven't heard before to have a nice sharp blade. So look at that. That's coming out pretty good. I think I'll just spare you the rest of it. That little lettering took some time. All right, get that taped off. Looks great. Make sure you smooth it on there, press it on there. And now I'm going to take my automotive grade sandpaper. This is probably around an 800 grit, maybe 1,000. I'm going to do the entire surface, making sure not to disturb my taped areas. But you want to prep the surface and scuff the surface to apply paint. So here with a fine grade automotive sandpaper, I'm scuffing the surface but still keeping it smooth, right? You obviously don't want gouges and big sanding or scratch marks, swirl marks in your item. So I've found that this is just a great way to prep it. It gives me a nice smooth surface to work with, and also like you're getting those micro fine scratches and swirl marks in there, which is going to help the paint adhere to. And like I said, it's been years I've had this cover on my car and it still looks great. There's been no cracking, no peeling, anything like that. So, right, it looks nice and dull. And I'm going to get in every little nook and cranny as best I can. I was very anal with this, getting every little spot. I guess, why not, if you got the time. And this is something you don't want to look like crap after a few years. And it's something you don't want to have to go back and do, right? Or buy a new cover and start over. So anyway, be very diligent with these processes and take your time, and it's going to come out great. Clean off all that dust with the glass cleaner solution, and I don't know, it just does a great job of cleaning things quickly and kind of leaving it nice and like dry, not tacky, but yeah. I don't know where I learned that from. Probably another YouTuber, but I like it. All right, so now I want to paint this insert a different color than the rest of it. So taking my painter's tape and my knife and working around that center area as best I can. Obviously for this you could just paint the whole thing. I thought this was a more effective way. Maybe you could paint the outside first, but no, painting the inside first, taping that off, and using my knife to trim around the corners. That's satisfying to look at right there. That's coming out great. Sharp knife, and you can weave around the corners like that without a problem. All right, that looks great. And I'm just going to tape around. I'm going to go a little bit further out just for some overspray, but the rest of this is getting painted, so I don't really care too much if there's overspray. First thing, Adhesion Promotor. Plastics Adhesion Promotor. I love this. I use it on everything that I do plastic. Give it, 1, 2, 3 good coats. Just saturate the area. And then you let it dry for like 10, 20 minutes. There's my car. There's the dog that tried to bite me. There's the Mormon Tabernacle. You want to let it dry, not overnight, just for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and it'll still be a little bit tacky. And that's what you want to apply your color coat to. So I'm doing the inside here with a lighter metallic silver, and color coat 1. I'm going to do like 3 good coats of color on here, getting it from every angle, every direction. And you all know how to paint, right? I mean, hold the can away 12 inches or so, nice even strokes. If you're watching this, I might assume you know how to use spray cans. So that's looking great, but so satisfying. And coat number 3 going on, and that's looking real nice. Again, not too concerned about overspray because the outside I'm doing with a darker color, but that's pretty controlled. So just hit it till you like it, and take a break. You deserve it. Go play with your kids outside. Go for a little bike ride. You're going to want to let this color coat dry overnight. Make sure it's perfectly dry, and then in the morning next day you can do your clear coat. So again, I'm going with a satin finish. I don't know, I'm a satin kind of guy finish. I'm not sure why, but so same deal, right? This is next day. It's nice and dry. Hit it with your clear coat, and then I'm going to do 2 or 3 coats until I'm happy with it, with the coverage. And again, like if you want to build up layers. So if you build up multiple layers of the clear coat, it's going to help, preserve your color and preserve any, help deter any scratching or stuff like that. So a couple coats of clear, hang out with the kids, let that dry, And back to the clear coating. There's a coat number 2. All right, here's coat number 2 going on, looking great. I love painting stuff. It's so satisfying getting those coats on. All right, just make sure you're happy with it. 1, 2, 3 coats, do 4 if you want. Again, like slowly building up layers. And it's time to go play with the kids again. And next day, let that dry. And now I'm going to peel my tape. So let it dry overnight, and then you get your tape pull day. It's so satisfying pulling off that tape, getting a look at your work. Hopefully there's no bleeding. Hopefully you want to be careful pulling tape around the edges you've painted to make sure you don't want to peel any fresh paint off with that. I was not so gentle right there. Oh, this is in fast motion, so it looks like I'm not being gentle. I like to save my tape because I'm going to need it right here to tape off my center section. So save your painter's tape gets expensive sometimes. So save your big strips of painter's tape to reuse. So I'm going to reuse it right here to tape off the center section. But again, I want to make sure that last clear coat is nice and dry before I put tape on it. The painter's tape, I'm not going to bother it, but obviously make sure it's let it dry really good. So same deal. Now I'm going to tape off the inside. Hopefully you're liking the way this looks. And I'm going to use my mat knife to cut around the corners there. This piece is a little bit intricate, but with a good sharp knife, you can make it around those corners. So smooth your tape down, make sure it's stuck in the position you want, and good sharp knife, carve it out as you like it. And we're almost to the end. You can see I'm reusing the tape there. Like, why not? It's just going to get thrown out anyway. So that's looking good. Taped off nice and clean. Nice edges. And clean it off before I paint it. Get rid of any residual dirt, dust. Make sure everything looks good. I kind of always like to double check my tape, make sure everything looks good, get it nice and clean and dry. And Adhesion Promotor, plastic adhesion promoter. Love this stuff. Use it on everything plastic I do from now on. Just give it a nice good coating. You only need to do 1 coat, but just like get everything covered. Get everything covered. And it's going to really help make your paint stick. It's like a clear primer almost, but like it's not paint. Let that dry 15 minutes or so till it should be like a little bit tacky. And here, the Krylon all-in-one. Love this stuff. Once again, I'm doing the outside in dark metallic silver to match the color of my car. And it works great. Love this paint line. I use it it sticks to everything. So you want to layer it up. First coat, second coat, layer it on. Third coat, do your touch-ups. I think I ended up doing a nice 3 coats on here. But you just gotta play it to your liking. And again, take your time, nice even coats, hit all those little nooks, reposition yourself, reposition the item, and get it on there. Get it on there real good. Touching up any spots that I may have missed, making sure everything's nice and even. Don't you love spray painting stuff? Sometimes I'm a little overkill with the touch-ups, but I don't want to mess it up, but I don't want to go back and have to redo it. So, all right, next day. Everything's perfectly dried overnight. And I'm going to peel this tape off because there's no reason this can't get hit with the clear coat again. So there we go. I'm liking that. And we're going to finish it off with clear coat over the entire thing. Again, like doing 3 coats of clear satin. And you know, just make sure to read the directions on your can of paint. I'm using like an enamel type finish. So once that dries overnight, we're all done. We're going to peel off the final bits of tape. Make sure I'm happy with that. Okay, look how clean that is. That looks great. Good clean lines. Let's take that out in the sun. Final step is we're going to put some die-cut stickers on there. I love these kinds of stickers. Who doesn't love stickers? I love these die-cut stickers. Again, make sure your surface is clean. You're going to want to burnish it on there with, like, you can use a credit card or a hard scraper. Make sure it's on there nice and flat, strong. Again, this one, a lot of times you want to watch out for air bubbles. Maybe start with one side. But this is a small, easy decal. Peel it off from one edge. Look, it's so satisfying peeling these off. I love these kinds of stickers. Make sure that's on there good. It's stuck really good to this paint too. And it hasn't peeled either over time. And let's do a little test fit here. That looks great. Dress up the engine bay. I've actually done a lot more to this engine bay since this video too. So thanks for watching. This process has worked for me. I hope it works for you. It's an inexpensive way to do this, and I have proof that it's long lasting. So good luck, and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, everybody. Keep on rocking.